All right, guys, now that we're down to the Sweet 16, I get to take another look at my bracket. I didn't want to go to round two because it was like all of that was just shoved into like one small set of days, it seemed like. Or I just got busy and didn't know. But now there's a couple days off between those games, and now where the Sweet 16 is, as they call it. So let's go over this. And oh yes, the first up here. Remember in the in the last episode, I said, "Hey, a number 16 seed has never beat a number 1 seed." Well, guess what? Guess what? Virginia lost to the number 16 seed. So isn't that bitchin'? So great, right off the bat, I blow. But Kansas State did beat Creighton, so I'm good there. So Kentucky and Davidson, Kentucky power. All right, great. I'm doing okay there. But Buffalo did beat Arizona. So I am boned there as well. So Virginia, I can probably just cross all that. I don't know how the points work. Is one guess 1 point? Is that how that works? I am not absolutely positive on how you do with things like that. So Miami versus Loyola Chicago. Miami was defeated by Loyola Chicago, and they also beat the next team. I actually had Tennessee. So Tennessee won there, but they lost here to Loyola Chicago. And just an interesting note that I see here is that Loyola Chicago was the number 11 seed, and Miami was the number 6, and Tennessee was the, I can get rid of that too, was the number 3 seed, and they beat them both games by a combined total of 3 points. So, 1 3-point shot. So they're really scraping the balls there. Let's see, we have, where the hell are we? Tennessee and Wright State. I think I already did that one, didn't I? Where is that one? I have it on my phone, so it's kind of all small. Tennessee did win that game. Texas and Nevada. Texas was, of course, defeated. No, I picked them. But Cincinnati did win their first game, but they were defeated by Nevada in the other thingy. So, I've completely failed here. Nothing coming of that. But Kentucky, baby. Kentucky. That's who we got to win it all. So, that's all that matters. Kentucky power! All right, let us go down. We have Xavier, who just murdered Texas Southern, 102-83. So Xavier moved on, and I also had Florida State beating Missouri. Where'd it go? Right here. Let me scroll it down a wee bit here. I tried to fit it all on one screen, but it didn't work out for me there. So I did have Xavier versus Florida State. However, Florida State did beat Xavier here. So I have that right. So this just blew the whole Final Four thing. That's not good enough. So we have Ohio State and South Dakota State. The Battle of the States. So Ohio State did win that, and Gonzaga won that. Hey, I guessed something correctly. Isn't that spiffy? Not that it was really that challenging, but Gonzaga did beat Ohio State here. Oh, dear. Okay, so we have Houston and, I gotta scroll down. Houston and San Diego State. I picked Houston there. Houston and Michigan. Perfect there. And we have Michigan and Houston, which I also guessed that correctly. Michigan beat them by a single point. I think that one was actually decided by a buzzer beater. I should probably go look that up because it seems exciting. You just hear like all the radio show I listen to in the morning with playing clips of it. Just like, oh my God, like the announcers and stuff. I love that kind of stuff. I see why people get into this kind of thing, but I'm still not going to watch any of the games just because time constraints and other things and what have you. But I will most definitely keep up with it at least. We have North Carolina, who thankfully defeated Lipscomb, because that is just no. Texas A&M. I had North Carolina going on. Wait, hold on. Let me take a look at this. Yeah, I had North Carolina beating Lipscomb, and then, so I have the Texas A&M and Carolina game correct, but Michigan is taking on Texas A&M, which is not North Carolina. Most certainly not North Carolina at all. All right, so let's go back to the Midwest, and we'll work our way up this time. We have Duke. All right, so Duke has gone all of the way. So, yeah, I think I guess Michigan State to take out Duke. And I believe Michigan State was terminated by the Orange. The Orange. So we have Syracuse, the number 11 seed, took out. I think they also... Did they also win on a buzzer beater? I want to say yes. I remember there was a lot of heartbroken Michigan State fans. But, well, there goes this. I did have Michigan State. Where did I put that? What do I do? Michigan State and Duke. So, obviously Duke went on. Right? Is that correct? Let me look at this again. No, they're not going to... TCU and Michigan... Oh, I had... Okay, hold on. Let me figure this out. Where am I? Michigan State beat Bucknell. And then Syracuse. Where's Syracuse? Okay, Syracuse is there. And then they also lost here. Yeah. So ASUSYR defeated the Spartans. I don't even know Kentucky's team name. I should probably look that up. If I'm rooting for the Kentuckyites. It's not correct. All right, so where is the top? I have Kansas and... Okay. Kansas moved on, which wasn't too hard of a guess. Seton Hall, unfortunately, defeated... they kind of murdered them by 11 points. They murdered North Carolina State. Clemson and New Mexico State! Yeah, Clemson, and then I had Auburn. Clemson playing Auburn. Perfect. And we ended up with Clemson and Kansas. Perfect. And we ended up... Yeah. Clemson and Kansas. So I have... This is the Elite Eight, correct? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah! Bitchin'. Alright, so I still have Kentucky, and I still have... Well, I can't go any further in the bottom ones here, but I could still redeem myself. It's all up to the south and the east of the Lucky Guess Spectacular that we're currently involved in here. So what is the bottom of this? We have Purdue and SC Fullerton. Not that I can remember. We just looked it up, but I can't for the life of me remember what that means. Central California, Central Fullerton. I don't remember. Anyway, Purdue absolutely murdered them by nearly 30 points, which is, as you might expect there. Butler, unfortunately, defeated Arkansas, so that guess was incorrect, sir. Absolutely incorrect. Texas Tech, and is that the one? Hey, that's the Tech team I said that was going to pull it off. That other Tech team, I don't know if... I'll look at it in a second. I'm going to lose my place. So Florida beat St. Bonaventure. They beat the Bonies. All right, and then we had Florida versus Texas Tech? Yeah, hey, look at that. Look at that. And then Texas Tech went down. No, they went up. They defeated Florida. And they will be taking on Purdue. I just like to say Purdue. And then let's do Wichita State. And I had so much enjoyment for that name, too, and they let me down. They let me down. Did you guys lose to Marshall? Tell me you didn't lose to... You lost to Marshall by 6 points. How embarrassing. And I had you going all the way to the Elite Eight, you rat bastards. Nah, whatever. Not a big deal. It's not the end of the world. I'm not really that concerned about it. So I had West Virginia, and they handily defeated Murray State. And Virginia Tech, hey, the one I said that was going to lose. Where are they? Virginia Tech, they did lose to Alabama because they're the slightly inferior Tech for reasons that are made up in my own mind. So we had Villanova and Alabama, which I guessed correctly, and then Villanova. No, yeah, I think a lot of people have Villanova to win. Not me, because I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. I'm just saying. So let me see here. So we had Villanova versus West Virginia. So wait, Purdue lost? Or am I looking at something else? Wait, let me go back down here. No, this looks so... What is messed up here? It's Purdue versus Texas Tech? Really? Oh, it's a start time of 9:57. That's awkward. That's awkward. Who's going to stay up and watch that? I guess you got to be a pretty big fan to stay up that late. Oh, I'm on the wrong thing, I think. It is so weird on a phone. It does not. Here, let me do the doodly-doo here, see if that helps out a little bit. So Texas Tech and Purdue. Texas Tech was here-ish. But I said they were going to lose to Florida, so I suck there. So I still have my final teams in here. They just Purdue needs to beat Texas Tech and then the winner of Villanova and West Virginia. And then I need Kentucky, who is taking on the 9th seeded Kansas State. And then, oh, they're the best seeded team on that side so far. Yeah. Right. So yeah, Loyola Chicago is 11th, Nevada is 7, and they're playing Kansas State, who is 9. So it's looking somewhat positive for them. And then they will end up taking whomever else wins in the stuff. So there's not really going to be a whole lot to report on as these games get quicker. Does it say? I don't think it gives a time. Oh, it does give a date for these. So March 24th and March 25th for the West and Midwest. And for whatever reason, it's still the 24th and 25th, which is 4 days from now. And 5 days and 6 days from now. I know my numbers. I can do basic addition. Oh, I can't. So, okay, so my finals guess is still here. I'm pretty sure Villanova is going to probably... No, I'm not saying... I'm saying Kentucky Power. Wait, let me do Kentucky Power! That's not the correct... Sir, please. Sir, let's not do anything ridiculous, like use different colors. Power! Kentucky Power! Ooh-wee! That is not lined up, but damn it, it's good enough. So we will... So let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4... I didn't cross the ones. I don't know. Did I? I didn't cross out. Nah, I'll figure it out later. Maybe like how many points I got or whatever. How many correct guesses. Because that would be... I wouldn't assume that'd be too entertaining on screen. Maybe I'll figure that out. I don't care. I just want to see Kentucky and Purdue and then Kentucky Power destroy everybody in the April 2 National Championship game. Well, it's fun. How are your brackets doing? Are you guys doing better than me? Are those of you who know what the hell you're doing better than me? Or are you just as horrible as I am at this? I think everybody's bracket was ruined by Virginia losing to UMBS. They lost to the UMBS. Well, yeah, that's pretty much it. I guess I'll check in with you guys maybe before the finals? Question mark? Whenever. Anyway, I'm Takamsak. I'll see you later.